because anything is possible. You mentioned Bubba Wallace from earlier in the day, Adam, right? He had a wheel come off, drug around, was 2 laps down. You know, if he can get those laps back, there's no other cars a lap down, right? So if he can get those laps back, he looked like he had winning speed. What a turnaround that would be.
The land of opportunity at Naval Base Coronado. Such a gorgeous part of the country. Great to be back in Southern California.
Yeah, I got a pretty good start and then kind of backed out of it to let them go. Obviously didn't want to be 3 wide, and then, yeah, not good from there.
All right, that is Shane Van Gisbergen. We also have Connor Zilic, who has been released from the care center. Connor, are you okay? And give us your perspective on that incident.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was giving Austin space, and yeah, next thing I was in the wall. So really unfortunate. I hate to end both days for both Shane and I in the Red Bull Chevrolets. We had a really fast car today, got out front, felt really good, but that's how it goes sometimes.
I know that's not the ending you wanted, but what did it feel like to lead the first career Cup Series laps?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. You know, I really enjoyed just getting to race out front and you know, lead laps. We had a really fast car. Super proud of the entire team, but yeah, hate to end the day this short. It's been a big weekend for all of us at Red Bull, and having the energy station here, and just hate that, you know, both cars get taken out like that.
Thanks, Connor.
Thank you.
Tough break for the duo from Trackhouse, combined to lead 15 laps before the incident. Now you look at the updated standings, and I'll tell you where I go is right down to Shane Van Gisbergen, 16th on the chase bubble. And you think about the ground they had made up at Charlotte with a good run, top 5 at Nashville, you know, somewhat overachieving. Didn't have good runs at Michigan Pocono, but you were like, they're still above the line. We got 2 road course races coming, and today they exit not even scoring stage points.
Yeah, they came in here assuming, you know, we weren't just going to give Shane the win, but we expected him to get a top 5 and great results in the stages and everything, and now he's going to come out of here at a loss, which is nothing any of us thought would happen. So he goes into Sonoma with a lot to try to accomplish, to be able to give himself that shot to make the chase by when it's all said and done. And Eric Jones right there in 15th. What a job they've done to be able to climb their way through the ranks over the last several weeks. It's just really been impressive. I think they've improved their finishing position to continue stage 2.
Like this. A lot of ways to see the race today.
Come on, number 12. Herbst in charge.
Contact right there with
Herbst. 7 to go, stage 2. Herbst on the front row and Larson. Here we go again. Larson falls back to 3rd. Zane Smith through to 2nd on the restart. Logano mixing it up with Suarez. Corey Heim right there in the 67.
To the inside here, down into turn 3. Zane Smith, but the 35 is going to run him hard here. Can he stay to the inside of turn 4? No, side by side for 2nd now with Larson. More contact. Larson around the outside, going to throttle up, take the spot away.
Talk about young drivers getting it done. Celebrate Zane Smith. They've had unbelievable speed. Last 2 weeks didn't get the payoff. Not known as a road racer. Comes here to one of the most difficult places on the streets of Naval Base Coronado. And driver 38 is on.
Willing to flip the stage, Trevor.
Yeah, Kim, over the last couple of years, I've had the pleasure of working closely with Corey Heim and his preparation for these races. And the thing that has stood out to me about Corey Heim is how analytical he is, how composed he is. You can see the maturity. This is his first start in a next-gen car at a road course running inside the top 5. But Corey's no stranger to road courses. He won all 4 of the road races in the Truck Series last season, guys.
Well, he's another driver if you've never heard the name, you're gonna hear it a lot. At 23 years old, he's gonna be full-time next year in fast equipment. I'm not sure there's we expect him to kind of splash onto the scene and be competitive right away.
Could see some pit stops soon. Coming to 4 laps to go, stage 2. Zane Smith leads Larson, Herbst, Heim, and Logano.
You're right, steering's off. Noah was doing a pretty solid job there, middle of the pack before that spin.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful tiptoeing by him because there's a lot of spots like this that are just blind for drivers.
And the steering of the next gen when the toe links are broke or bent is quite unpredictable. He's got a long way to go to get back around. We got a replay here. Hopefully. All right, let's see. Oh, a little contact with the 91. Magnuson possibly gets into the right rear quarter panel.
Kevin Magnuson making his Cup debut. Larson's on a winless streak here. So if he wins today and Mahomes is at the track, he's going to be like, you know, just come up to Northern California last week. Keep me on this hot streak.
For your son while you can over the next week.
Smartly lets him go by. It's what you got to do there in that situation, Steve, is not, you kind of understand what you're racing, who you're racing.
Now, if you're Priest and you want to run these tires long, you want to just stay right on the front bumper of the 35. You don't need to drive off and win the stage by a second.
Final lap of the stage here. 3.4 miles around for Ryan Priest, who's looking to pick up his third career stage victory on the road.
Hocevar struggling just a little bit here in these final couple of laps. He lost the spot.
Second stage victory of the campaign for Priest. Herbst is second. Oh, that was tight there for third. Buscher gets Allmendinger. Blaney ends up in the top 5. Good stage points for Hocevar and his teammate Suarez. Chastain a top 10 run. Gilliland and Logano wrap up the top 10 in stage number 2. And the highlight of this second stage, the crash on a restart that took out many, among them the pre-race favorite, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Xfinity